Do we really know and understand everything about serial killers? In Katherine Ramsey's 2006 book, Inside the Mind of Serial Killers, Why They Kill, the myths and common misunderstandings of serial killers is examined. My speech today is highlighting and correcting a few common myths associated with serial killers. First, we'll cover the serial killer's race, then we'll cover motivation, and finally, we'll cover intelligence and social status. Often, it is assumed that serial killers are white males. Contrary to popular beliefs, serial killers range in all racial groups. They are white, African American, Asian, and Hispanic. This all according to Macmillan's Encyclopedia of Death and Dying. Some of these killers include Charles Ning, a native of Hong Kong, China, who killed numerous victims in Northern California. Derek Todd Lee, an African American, killed at least 6 women in the Baton Rouge, Louisiana area. Coral Watts, an African American, killed the victims in Michigan, fled to avoid detection, and murdered another 12 victims in Texas. Rafael Ramirez, a native of Mexico, murdered 9 people in Kentucky, Texas, and Illinois before turning himself in. Corey Kondo, a Colombian native, was responsible for the prostitute homicides in Miami, Florida area. These are just some of the different races responsible for serial murder. Not only are there numerous races when looking at the demographics of serial killings, there's a number of motivations and reasoning behind these killings as well. When discussing the motives behind serial murders, we often think that they're motivated by sex. This is not always true. According to Philip Jenkson's The Social Convention of Serial Homicide, all serial murders are, again, not sexually based. There are many other motivations for these killings, including anger, thrill, financial gain, and attention seeking. Most recently in the Washington, D.C. area sniper case, John Allen Muhammad, as well as Lee Boyd Malvo, killed primarily for anger and thrill, terrorizing the greater Washington, D.C. metro for 3 weeks, shooting 13 victims and killing 10 of them. Paul Reed killed at least 7 people during fast food restaurants in Tennessee. After gaining control of the victims, he either stabbed or shot them. His motivation for these murders simply was witness elimination. It's safe to say that reasoning behind serial murders varies. One could also state the different levels of intelligence and social status of these killings. Watching TV shows like Criminal Minds leaves audiences thinking all serial killers are either insane, evil geniuses, sometimes suggesting they are also dysfunctional loners. Based on the FBI's report and publication on serial murder done by the Behavior Analysis Unit and the National Center for the Analysis of Violent Crime, serial killers suffer from a variety of personality disorders, including psychopathy, antisocial personality, and others, most under the law, are not adjudicated as insane. These serial killers are not social misfits who live alone. Many hide in plain sight within their communities. Most have families, are employed, and appear to be normal members of the community. The B2K killer, Dennis Rader, killed 10 victims in and around the Wichita, Kansas area. He was married with 2 kids, was a Boy Scout leader, and served honorably in the U.S. Air Force. He also was president of the church. In closing, there is still much more to be learned about serial killers. I hope I have shed some light today on some of the misunderstood characteristics following them. Discussed today again were 3 myths associated with serial killers. These myths included serial killers being white, their race, all killers being sexually motivated, and finally that all serial killers are insane or evil geniuses who are loners. Many factors contribute to the psyche of serial killers and offer reasoning but fully understanding, we just may never really know. Thank you.